3-minute question and answer period for the Scotiabank Climate Action National Challenge will now begin. How did you design your evaluation process to effectively measure your project's climate impact?
Our evaluation process is all based off of all of the various different projects that we have currently in several different First Nations. So when we begin working with the First Nation community, we begin with a needs assessment first and foremost, where we identify all of the goals of the nation. And then from there, we're able to better work towards their goals. So to evaluate the progress that our project is making, we just have to keep coming back to those initial goals and checking to make sure that we're meeting them like the nation had intended us to. Next question.
How did you conduct your needs assessment?
So whenever we conduct a needs assessment, we sit down with chief and council, community members, teachers, anyone really that wants to join our meetings, and we ask them what their hopes and their dreams are for their community. And so after we start brainstorming all of these different thoughts and ideas of what their goals are and where they see their futures going, then we're able to really go back to the drawing board and come up with solutions for all of those problems. So this can take, maybe a week, maybe a month for us to really nail down all of the specific goals. And then from there, we'll work towards solving those goals. So just as an example, for our specific project, One Circle, the main goals that we found from the needs assessment were job creation, food security, economic development. The nation rather, wanted to focus on land-based learning and different innovative pieces of bringing agriculture back into their nation. Next question.
Did you review the market to see if any similar programming already existed?
That's a really interesting question. I guess I could take it from two different perspectives. From the first perspective of working in Indigenous spaces and communities, there really isn't any other team like ours that does the work that we're doing in the Indigenous space. It's been a lot louder of a conversation ever since the rediscovery of the children in Kamloops. And so there is some more conversation around the topic of reconciliation in Indigenous communities right now over this past year. But people really aren't doing quite the level of work and having quite the impact that we're having in Indigenous communities. It's quite different. We don't charge for all of our services. We go in with only the goals of the nation and the goal to help the nation with whatever they want, whereas a lot of previous businesses that I know of are more like consultants, and they go in with predetermined solutions to the nation's problems. And so there really isn't anyone like us in that space either. And then project specific, we did do lots of research around aquaponics facilities.
Your time has now expired. Thank you.